I got 5 holiday stats for that holiday ass. First up, 90% of Americans celebrate Christmas, which means you have at most a 10% chance of offending somebody by saying, Merry Christmas. On the flip side, a recent study approximates that 80% of Americans think political correctness is a problem, which would suggest you have at least an 80% chance of pissing someone off by saying, Happy Holidays. And if you say nothing, you offend the 50% who are extroverts. So statistically, your best bet is Happy Kwanzaa. Unless you're saying it to an African American, that might come off as racist. Also, if you're gonna say it to an actual racist, that won't go well either. Unless that racist likes irony, in which case, they'll get it. Actually, just stay inside. It's what Jesus should have done. Worst case, 80% get offended at Happy Holidays, 10% get offended at Merry Christmas, and the other 10% just loves being politically correct, which means 100% of Americans have a candy cane up there. And second, the average American gains 1.3 pounds over the holidays, the weight of a newborn baby's head, body not included. To gain a pound, you have to eat 3,500 calories. Times 1.3, that's 4,550 calories, meaning you can eat 1 slice of pie for every time your parents ask you when you're gonna get married to your cousin. Not by blood, by marriage. She's hot. Or spread out over the holiday month, that's an extra 150 calories a day, which is equivalent to 2 candy canes. Suck 'em. 3, the average American spends about $900 on holiday gifts. So if you spend any less than $900, you're basic. Any more than 900, you're extra. This average is way too high. Thanks, Oprah. So I'm doing my part to lower the average by giving out copies of my sitcom pilot. Read it, it's good. 4, studies show that about 85% of 4-year-olds believe that Santa Claus is real, and about 65% of 6-year-olds and 25% of 8-year-olds, which means 100% of kids are stupid. The average kid learns the truth at 7, so 7 is a great age to steal a child. 7 is a great age to steal a child's innocence. 7's a great age. Don't let your kid believe in Santa past 8. You're creating a future mall Santa. 5, 75% of American households get a Christmas tree, 80% of which are fake, like my Hinge matches. About 30 million trees will be chopped and sold this year. And since a human carbon footprint is balanced by the oxygen of 20 trees, this means Christmas tree sales have about the same environmental impact as giving birth to 1.5 million heavy-breathing babies. Of course, no judgment. I'm just saying if you don't have kids, feel free to chop down a tree. You earned it. And if you do have kids, you now have a good excuse when they ask you why you got a fake-ass tree. And if your kids are under 7, just tell them it's a real tree. 50% chance they believe it. If you celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you don't, Merry Christmas. And to the rest, Happy Kwanzaa. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go spread some HPV. Holiday puppet ventriloquism. What'd you think?
It's gonna go viral. This is stupid.